Greeting interwebs, this is Jackie K, and welcome back to Pokémon XG Next Gen. Before I say anything else, perfect! The random recording shenanigans have been fixed! Welcome to the post-game! Why don't we check out what this email is about before I go on anything else? Shadow Pokemon Helios. Unfortunately, Arios fled the Isles with our last 15 Shadow Pokemon. I wanted to hand him in, but he escaped during the night. He's been spotted talking to trainers in the outskirts stands, a gate, Panic, Pyrite, and Gateon. Okay, I think this is new. Would have been nice for that tiny little text that said, "Your job's not done yet," to actually stay on screen. Man, I'm glad I didn't touch this game during like the several months of a hiatus that I took off the project. Big Brother is an old man with a really long beard standing outside. When he asked, he let Jovi touch the beard. When Jovi took it, he said it hurt. It must be real. Oh, Eagun. Assuming that's who we're talking to. You are a saint. Now, do we go outside to meet inevitably him, or... I don't know, that random line dialogue kind of makes me want to, like, seek out Lily, because I don't think we've actually talked to her since the very beginning of the game. I doubt she gets anything too crazy to say to us, but... Can you bring me up to speed about the Pokemon you purified? Oh, that's it? I would, but that's where your dialogue ends. While investigating Shadow Pokemon, I came across very disturbing information. It's about the Shadow Pokemon that is impossible to purify. I think I've told you about that before. It appears that the Shadow's Lugia snake is that Shadow Pokemon. It's an outrage, it really is. However, so as long as Shadow Lugia has a heart, there must be a way for it to be purified. We've got to maximally use the power of the Purification Chamber and the regular Pokemon. I think that's the important thing. I'm sure Lugia will eventually open his heart to you. Please try your best to purify it. I'm not sure how much of that is vanilla and how much of it is XG, because that has the same vibe as the vanilla text. But something seems a bit more clear and straightforward about it all. Anyways, I think we've had enough distractions though. Let's go outside and see what everything's about. I'm kind of thinking like if I had a whole ordeal, then I'm better off saving it for a post-commentated intro or something. I'm just gonna play this post-game by vibes. It'll go as long as I feel like it, and when I feel like it. Only thing I'm gonna promise is that we'll get the rest of the Shadow Pokemon. And even then, if there's something tied behind some BS, I reserve the right to change that. No, it was replaced by someone else completely. Perhaps I made a mistake when I sent the email Panic. Well, that's not important. I was inspired by your battle exploits, you see. Maybe want to have a battle with you. That said, there are countless of trainers that would be honored to battle with Cypress Nemesis. Therefore, I've decided to take charge and organize a Colosseum event. Impressed? Oh, we'll talk about that some other day. But first, let's see what Eagun's up to. Got Tauros and Pikachu. So much has happened between the last time we've met, at least in the series, that I don't even know where to start, and I don't know if I should even go there. Okay, decent level curve of a challenge. Only thing I don't like about this scenario is the inevitability that Talon Swift will have to endure. We'll give it a shot. And if the Tauros is faster than us, yeah, Oh, I forgot I still had a focus sash hanging on. Well, we actually got used to that focus sash that I had planned for the end game. Wasn't expecting it to use it here of all things, but at least it got use. But if I recall, the fact that Roost isn't programmed exactly the way it isn't programmed perfectly in this mod, then I should be able to get away with this stunt. Down with you. Doesn't affect Talon Swift because not programmed to have removed the flying type specifically for that turn. Ooh. Alright. Screw it. Third time's a charm. Assuming... I don't know who would be worse to get hit. At least I got my Earthquake off, and that's what's really important. Down with the Chew, and didn't even get an opportunity to mess with Talon Swift. I can't even really use the fact that I haven't recorded in so long as an excuse for all the stuttering. I did just do a stream last week, but I will still say that I'm just slowly but surely getting back into the whole recording thing. And honestly, I don't even know how things will pan out in the future quite yet, especially after I'm done messing around in this game. A lot has changed. Biggest takeaway is that I've picked up a game engine and have been doing a bit more work with game design over the past while. So I'm trying to replicate more of a balance between things, which probably will mean less video making in the long run, especially if I combine video and streaming as the thing. But to some degree I'm still sorting that out as I'm recording it, so I'm not gonna like say that videos are going away forever after this series, but I'm trying to find a good blend between doing things less often, but doing them more consistently. Shadows of Talon Swift. You may not have lasted the entire battle, but you sure went out in style. Also, am I mistaken, but your focus sash is still a thing, even though we definitely used it already. Did they change focus sash to actually not be consumable in this mod? Am I still finding out new things about it, even in the post-game? Speaking of lasting for way longer than I would have ever imagined, kind of impressed that Ellie managed to survive the ordeal. Shadow's the Hydro Pump missing. I'm sure that's a factor in it all. Oh. Do I really not have any rock type moves? I do. Or I should. I don't know why I got rid of. Oh, Ellie has Rock Slide. As much as I want to go for... But I don't have a Tailwind, so a Nice Charge might be my only shot to actually hit everything. I don't know, it feels kind of lame to use a potion right at the very end, but I want to end this battle off in style. If no one hits... Here's the thing though, if no one hits Ellie, then that Hyper Potion won't even have mattered. Okay, I guess the Hyper Potion mattered. I cheesed it. Who are we kidding though? I could have just sent in any other Pokemon to finish off the job. But I wanted to do the cool knock them out with a single move. 2 of them. And you can even let me have that luxury game. Oh well. This is why we have priority. Well, good game. It's no wonder Cypher has her eyes on you. I'm sure that the trainers gathering at Orre Colosseum will be delighted to face you. We'd very much like you to come. Also, I've heard there's powerful Pokemon starting to appear around Orre, just in case we haven't shoved this feature to mod into your face yet. Okay, bye. Are we finally gonna get that Fable Raikou that I keep hearing about? The toughest trainers in the land have gathered with you as the goal. We'll be waiting for you at the Orre Colosseum. Well, onwards with adventure, I suppose. First things first, before I get too sidetracked, I think we got some Pokemon to dump into the Purification Chamber. Though to be fair, I don't think we really looked at the Shadow Pokemon we've got in general. Alakazam. Magic Bounce seems pretty good. Shadow Slayer. Oh, is that like stronger than Shadow Hunter? Shadow Aurora in the ground is used to launch... Nah. What's crazy is that you see it could be the other way around with Alakazam having the stronger... Oh, I guess they're... That's weird. They're the same move. But why? I'm gonna be upfront with y'all. Move-wise, this last array is a little anticlimactic. That being said, it wouldn't hurt to get the Purified though. And we could put Lugia on here, but we all know what's gonna happen. I already have my flow states and all that maximized out from ages ago. I'm pretty sure. Something different about Lugia, maybe? Yeah, but what's the fun of that if we don't even use the Shadow Lugia at least once? I don't know when we'll use the Shadow Lugia. But we got our Shadow Pokemon to Purify anyways. I think we can hold off for a little bit. And, oh hey! The Focus Sash is back. I guess I bought multiple Focus Sashes for nothing. That's good to know. I think I'm gonna keep that on Talon Swift. I wish I kinda knew that earlier, because that definitely would have been his mainstay held item if I knew that from the beginning. Maybe I should purify some Shadow Pokemon before we really get started. Maybe I'll just wait and get them all in a bigger bash? Why don't we just check out Orre Colosseum? Not gonna do it today. But we can at least see what Eagun has to say when opening it up and all that. Hello, very good of you to come. If you plan to take on the Orre Colosseum, go to the reception area there. Absolutely nothing. How come I thought you were tied to the Lucky Egg side quest or whatever? See if there's anything new with your dialogue. And if nothing else, I'm sure I can explain to y'all why I'm a bit more hesitant in promising anything with Orre Colosseum. You are permitted to battle with 6 Pokemon. Battles are held in knockout style. You must beat 4 trainers in a row to win the challenge. If you win the challenge, you may advance to the next group of opponents. If you win a round, you'll be awarded Pokecoupons. You can choose to you can choose to compete in single or double battles for this menu. That's all I can tell you. Well, that's no help. But basically, it's Pokemon Stadium rules. Again, some other day. I just want to make sure that that's not tied to any plot significance. So, thank you all for making it to the end. Before you go though, I'd like to talk a little bit about my plans. So if you stick around for a little bit, I'll throw in a few little outtakes as well. Main takeaway is that I'm going to be a bit more experimental with the video length. I'm thinking that smaller, more focused videos, especially for this post-game, will do better in reaching out to people, so I want to give that a shot. So I want to apologize in advance if you're more of a fan of the longer videos. Ideally, we make up for it with more videos as a whole, which should mean that they get uploaded more frequently. Like, I don't see myself doing like a 10 to 15 minute video once a week. If I stick to that short of a video length, I don't want to promise too much at once because I'm trying to strike a better balance between uploading videos and my other hobbies. But At least right now I feel confident that you'll generally get the same amount of video throughout a week. It might just be a little bit more spread out, rather than a once a week upload. Okay, here's Outtakes as promised, cause between switching platforms and being away for so long, there were a few bumps on the road of getting back into recording this series. So, I've been Jackie K, and until the next time we meet, take care. Greetings interwebs, this is Jackie K, and welcome back for some more Pokémon XG Next Gen. Our first obstacle before starting the post game. Figuring out why my settings freaking widescreen every time I approach the darn door. Oh, here we go. Auto aspect ratio. That probably would do the trick. How about you don't just randomly swap between being square and being wide? That would be beneficial for, oh, I don't know, all parties involved?